So today I wanted to pop on here and talk to you about health in the holidays. If you are feeling kind of dreading the holidays and right now you're not quite sure how to get into a health and wellness kind of realm, and you're sick of feeling bloated and not having good sleep, you're worried about your mental clarity, you want to get stronger as you age, but you're not quite sure how to get there, I'm really creating this video for you. My name is Lori Dornemann. I'm a health and wellness coach for the Faster Way to Fat Loss, and I love my life and I love sharing this with other people. And this week I've been talking to my clients about really just following the plan. We have this fantastic, phenomenal plan laid out for us in the Faster Way. And as we follow that, we get such fantastic results. I get text messages and emails daily from my clients just sharing their results, and they're just so excited about where they are. And this morning I received a text from Lynette, and Lynette just shared this great kind of line. She's like, Lori, I have been searching my entire adult life for the plan. And she's like, now that I have it with the Faster Way, it's amazing. And so she's so grateful that she has a plan to follow. And I really thought about that because that kind of mimics my own life. And I want to share a story with you that emphasizes this. In the year 2018, I had a massive conversion experience with really understanding who I am as a beloved daughter with God the Father. As I stepped into this role of beloved daughter, that surprisingly, the food kind of quieted down, and I was able to eat as I knew I should and as I needed to. From there, I created a course called Inside Out, which was such a, just a pouring out of all that I had received. And that was really because Father John Riccardo, who's this amazing priest, he has said this line that the rescued rescue. And so what I had received wasn't just for me alone, but for other people. And so my lived experience of understanding my relationship with God the Father and how it had liberated me, not only like spiritually and emotionally, but also in different realms, like with the food. And so I was really excited to share that with other people. The women that went through that course, they loved it, and their feedback was really amazing. I was grateful for that. And at the end, they're like, okay, now what? Like, give us a plan. What do we do? How do we live in this realm of like, yes, understanding our belovedness, but we still need to learn how to feed ourselves, basically. And I was like, oh, I'm not equipped to share with you a plan because of all of the differences in women. And I was just like, no, I can't do that. I went from there feeling like I'd kind of let those women down, but I didn't know what to do about it. And in the meantime, I went back into the classroom for a little bit, but by fall of 2024, I just knew that that's not where I was to be. So I started praying and thinking about my life, and truthfully, one of the hard parts about teaching was the teacher's lounge. And I live gluten-free, dairy-free, and I would go into the teacher's lounge, and these wonderful, wonderful people whom I loved, they would say, Lori, we created this, amazing dessert for you. It's gluten-free and dairy-free, and you can eat it. And I would, but it would be full of sugar, and it would just wreck me. I learned that I was not strong enough. Even understanding in my belovedness, I still needed a plan. I couldn't just eat willy-nilly because what it would do for me is I would have joint issues. And I would have all these different things, all these pains in my body. And so I was like, you know what? I have got to acknowledge this. This is who I am. And I need to figure out how to live in this body that God has given me. And I need to be strong as I age, especially, my people, we're having people. So my little grandkids, I knew that I wanted to not only have time freedom for them, so which is another reason why I didn't want to keep teaching, but I also knew that I wanted to be strong for them. And so I needed to figure out a way to really dial in my eating and then really work on my, strength and resiliency as I aged. So thus began the time of discernment. And I really went into thinking about a midlife edit. I really knew that I wanted to live in the realm of health and nutrition, and I did not have any idea what that looked like. And so I just started reading and praying, and then in December, I started the Big Kahuna, the 54-day novena. And when I started, on day one, I was introduced to the faster way to fat loss. And when I looked at the website, I noticed that they had a coaching certification. Now, I had been looking at wellness coaching in different realms, and you can pay a lot of money to be certified as a coach, and you just got a slip of paper. But what I noticed about this is they had a program, they had a plan all set up. And so I investigated them. What I found was that the Faster Way to Fat Loss is a Christian-based company, and it is run really with the whole person in mind. And so we focus primarily on fantastic whole food nutrition, but we also have all these other aspects of it where we have, like, literally, it's looking at your body holistically. It's not just one piece of the pie, it's everything. I want you to think about your life and where you're at and where you want to go. One thing that one of my clients, Kelly, she says, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And she just has used that as the mantra. She's the one who's lost 18 pounds. And she just said as she went along, she just had to, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And so if you're at that point, you need a plan and you want something to change, I invite you into this December 1st round. You will not regret it. If you have questions, go ahead and ask them below. My email is loridoorneman@gmail.com. I'm happy to field those for you. But if you're really looking for a way to kind of just give a gift to yourself, and it's a gift that, as all good gifts are, that it not only is for you, but it's for those that you love, and it's going to continue to give dividends as you go along. I really seriously invite you to consider this because it is life-changing.